Hi, imagine if CAD Transform add-on was included in Blender's default tools. The second point. I want to have a small competition with you to see who is faster. If you can solve a problem faster than me while I use the CAD Transform add-on and you can use any other tools, write me a sneaky comment if you can do it faster. And here is the point number 3 I'd like to speak about. I want to share my opinion today about commercial 3D planning and modeling programs compared to Blender combined with the CAD Transform add-on. If you are interested, stay with me, let's go. The first point, what do we need to do to get the CAD Transform add-on included in Blender's default tools? First, you go to this page. You can sign up with a Google account. On this right side you can see the activity feed. If someone comments or votes or make different actions, you will see it just right here. When you registered, click on this icon. On the left you will find a lot of topics to participate and you can vote for them. And if you like one of these topics, you can go in, check it out and leave a comment. But now we need the add-on CAD Transform. I searched for CAD Transform and clicked enter and found the topic on the left. It briefly describes the add-on, and here a little bit lower you can vote and comment on it. And we have one more topic which could give a push to our add-on CAD Transform. We just need to dial CAD and press enter, and we will get a bunch of topics, but we will need this lower one which is in development and called CAD-like snapping. You can press it and go and check this out. And in this topic there are a lot of Blender users discussing that Blender needs another snapping system. And here also you can leave a comment and vote, and the comment could be something like CAD Transform the best add-on ever, or maybe thank you for this great add-on. I cannot judge, but it seems a nasty problem to implement that kind of snapping in Blender, and maybe some of you has a skill and could support the developer. And why it is so important to have this add-on included in the default Blender tools. And the reason is very simple, because just for now there is only one person who cares about this add-on and makes all of these updates. Each time Blender comes up with a new version, there is a chance that the add-on CAD Transform stops to work properly. And if we would like to have the add-on CAD Transform working properly, this add-on has to be updated sometimes, and that's why I think this add-on needs to be included in the Blender default tools. And here we are in the topic number 2 of this video. And now I would like to suggest you a little competition. You will need to solve the following problem a little bit faster than I do. And let me take you to another desktop and I will show you what problem needs to be solved. And we have here 3 objects and 2 of them have the same position. The task is to grab the cube and put it in the middle of this line. The line that I drew with this blue pencil is just for the visualization. And here on the left side I have 2 cubes because I'd like to save the position where I've started. In this case I will be able to measure my result after I am finished and show you whether it worked or not. Task is to put the selected cube between the origin point and the outer vertex of the right cube. So there were 10 seconds and I am ready. And to prove you that the cube fits perfectly in the middle, I will measure the distances using add-on CAD Transform. So now I have CAD Transform activated, and at first I will measure this first distance. We have here 4054 and we measure the second is also 4054. And now I would like to measure in the direction of the z-axis 17053. And then another distance, I measure here 17053 also. And I am happy with the result and try to do it faster. And here we have reached the third topic of this video. And here is how I see Blender including CAD Transform compared with commercial software. And I have an experience in each of the shown software. I worked in different companies and I used each of the software except of Fusion 360. I have used each of the 3D software to create a construction, for example pump station or steel constructions. And so I think I have an expertise to be able to judge, and mostly I like to work with the software Plant 3D. If I work in Blender and use add-on add-on CAD Transform, it feels like I would working with the software AutoCAD Plant 3D. And let me show you what I mean. And as you see, we have here 3 objects and I'd like to move this green one. And what can I do now? What options do I have? Working in Blender using add-on CAD Transform, I can work like I would work in Plant 3D. At first I will need to select the action I'd like to make on this green object. I press G and then I will need to select the base point, for example the middle of this surface. I confirm the first snapping point with the left mouse button and bring the green object to the second snapping point, for example to the second middle of the surface. This green object has been located depending on the first object in the same way like it's located now depending on the second object. And you can do way more deep operations like you could do with commercial software Plant 3D. The really cool thing that I really like about the add-on CAD Transform, during the translation, for example, I make a new translation, I can rotate my viewport as you see. During the translation you can scroll in and out in order to select the most convenient view to the object you would like to snap to. Sometimes working with default tools in Blender for transformation of the objects, you need to hide some objects to see what's going on in the scene. Working with add-on CAD Transform, you don't need to do it, you just save time. If someone misses parametric modeling, then you are free to try the add-on CAD Sketcher for Blender. Maybe you have already worked with SolidWorks or FreeCAD. If you work in CAD Sketcher, you work in typical parametric style. As I know, this add-on is still for free, so you can download it and try it. Try to explain how it works. At first you will need to make a sketch, and based on this sketch you will make the next steps, for example extrusion or cutouts or holes. But before you make extrusion, cutouts or holes, you need to make a constraints of the sketch. And if your construction doesn't suit you anymore, you can go back to the sketch and you can make your adjustments. You don't need to make each step one more time. And this kind of modeling provides you a big flexibility. It means you can choose each step between the beginning and the end and make your adjustments on this step. And this is the advantage of parametric modeling the big companies love. I've been asked already a few times by my colleagues what I'm thinking about Fusion 360. Actually not much, because I didn't work with this software yet. I asked around, watched few videos, spoke with ChatGPT. I asked ChatGPT about the biggest disadvantages of the free version of 360, and I worked out a few bullet points which made the application of Fusion 360 as a no-go for me. At first you will have to store your files which you produced somewhere in the cloud but not on your PC, and you will have only 1 GB. Sometimes the cool functions you learn to love and to use in your workflow will be removed from free version and will add to the paid version. And also you will get a crappy watermark on your files. And now I will summarize what I've said before. I love to work with Blender combined with add-on CAD Transform. Working with Blender, I have a feeling I am working with a versatile software, and if I'd like to pay, I better make a donation to Blender rather than paying big bills to huge companies. Your own projects, don't matter what kind of projects, you can make with Blender and add-on CAD Transform. If you are working for a client, you have to adapt. Depending on project, you maybe need to use another software. And if you need flexibility and precision, you can keep Blender and you just need to download CAD Transform and use them both together. And the cool thing about it, you have a feeling you are working with AutoCAD Plant 3D. And if you are making the 3D constructions for 3D printing, you are good with the add-on CAD Transform and Blender. Or maybe you would like to create some architectural applications. Or maybe you're making a project for kitchen or sleeping department for your van. Hopefully this video will help you to choose your next 3D software. See you in the next video. Bye.